Hi there, it's Paschal here, and in this video I want to talk about one thing that is generally in common with people that virtually start a business online, and they get through to the point where most people don't even dream of. You know what I mean? And that is, anyway, if you don't know about me, my name is Paschal Nwanaji. I started my online business in 2017, and ever since then, okay, let me put myself back a little bit. I started when my relationship was in it, I would say, turmoil. I wasn't speaking to my wife. I wasn't spending time with my kids. I was working pretty much long hours. So I was looking at myself and my career, what I was doing, and I looked at the people that did what I was doing, or that went down the path that I was on. I looked down the line, 20 years down the line, what their life looked like. It wasn't like I was hungry or was like I was broke, you know. It was more geared towards you project into the future. Who are the people that have done what you want to do, what you're doing, where is your life? That will give you an indication, kind of, where you're headed in your own life. So when I began to understand these things, that's when I started looking for opportunities, like how do I get out of this mess? Because I looked at what their life looked like. I saw the kind of cars they drive, the kind of home, the kind of lifestyle they had. It wasn't for me. So it's time that I had to make a decision. So coming off an event that I had on the weekend, obviously there was a summit where it was kind of marketing mastery held by Digital Experts Academy, which is a company founded by Stuart Ross, Jay Kubasek, and there's so many other people. It's more like geared towards marketing mastery. So I was looking at the common dominality in everybody in the room when they all got started. You know, when you're thinking about starting something that you don't know, they tell you that 50% of businesses fail within the first year, and you look at yourself and you say, wow, that statistic is not, you say, I'm not gonna fail, you know. But pretty much enough, anybody that comes in, majority of them fail, and it's not, there's a reason for that. And one of the common factors I found in the people in the room that I was in, because I was surrounded by dude, it was like epic. It was the event was like, you could see, just like you could name it. These are people that are like talking like top notch. They don't think small. That's why it's good to expand your consciousness. So one of the common dominant factors that they all had in common was they were all in when they started. And this is one thing that will hold many people back when they're trying to start, or when you're trying to make that move. In your mind, you want something, but your body is behaving differently. It's kind of a scary place to be in, because you basically don't know yourself. That's what it means. And Lasuzio says this best: studying others is intelligence, and studying yourself is wisdom, and mastering others is mastering others. I can't remember what he said. I can't remember the quote again. Mastering others is strength, and mastering yourself is power. So the reason I'm saying this is, if you're thinking of starting a business and you want this thing so much, but your body, you can't get your body to do what it takes, there's a disconnect. You have to understand that there's something that is not quite right. It's not the training, it's not the people that you're watching, it's you. You have to look down inside and find out what the problem is. Because I had that problem more like in 2010, when I lost a few bunch of money trying to start. I didn't figure out what it was. And what I believe that is because you don't know why you want to do it. Because if you're in that space in your mind that this is why I'm doing this, I can't see. My dad separated with my mom after 15 years of marriage. 15 years of marriage, and 3 years after they separated, my mom passed away. So I did not want that to happen in my life. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure in 2015 because I was working really, I didn't know like this, because I was working really long hours. Then what happened was I basically got married. The first marriage got divorced after 2 years. You see, things will give you signs that you're in the wrong path. There's something wrong. So at this point, you may not even be thinking it's somebody else. It's somebody else. There's something about you that you don't know, and to discover this, it takes a little bit of you have to do some things outside the box. You have to take what I call a risk. You have to put yourself out in a vulnerable state so that you can actually learn a few things about life. And if you're playing safe when you're trying to start, let's say for instance, they tell you need when you start a business online, basically the first things that usually happen when you're starting is they will ask you for money. And you see yourself in this space where you want to spend the money. You've got the money. It's not that you don't have it. You've got the money. But you're thinking, is this money worth it for me to spend? Is this money worth? Am I going to lose this money? And if you're thinking from this side, this was how I used to think. If you're thinking from this angle, even if you pay the money and get into the program, you've already started in a negative part. You've lost the money before you paid it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand here, because this happened to me. But when I started this particular journey in 2017, you see, I was not thinking about how much it was going to cost. I was basically thinking about my family. I was basically thinking about, do I want my family to be in the same place my dad left us? Do I want my children to grow up and see that I separated with their mother? It's a little bit windy. I separated with their mother, and for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what the reason is that what I really want? Do I have to put them on that state in life? You see, when you begin to understand these things, when your reasons are very big, then whatever needs to happen will definitely happen. Because it goes down to when let's say for instance you finish paying the money and you started paying on the negative part. You pay the money through that angle of, will I be getting anything from this training? Basically your mindset is, as you go into the training, you're looking for things that will give you indication that you are right, that this thing is not worth it. That's what your mind will be looking for. This thing is not right, that's why this is this. This thing is not right, that's why this is this. And we start looking for things. Guess what? You find it. Whatever you put your attention is, you find it. So for me, if you come from the angle of your why, what you will be looking for is, you're not looking for anything. You're basically asking, what is the next thing that I need to do? Guys, show me. They will tell you this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And the next part will be, you ask another question, what is the next thing? You're not thinking about what is happening around you, your circumstance, your bank account, the time you're putting in. Maybe you're waking up very long, odd hours. You know what I mean? You're investing a lot of resources, and you're being resourceful, looking for ways to get things done. Now, when you're thinking from the outside of it, what happens is you're attracting more of positive things that will propel you to move further. Because you're not paying attention to things that will stop you. Maybe for instance, you start building your business and you got to the stage and maybe there's a bug on your website. Instead of if you come in from the angle and you got to this part, like maybe there's a bug or something that you clicked that caused something to happen on your website and it didn't work. The point is, when you start looking for, you will be grumpy. You say, it doesn't work. It worked for this person, it doesn't work for me. It didn't work for me. So when you're in that negative part, you're thinking, because you think it first, you feel it, then you behave that way. It's life. If you think a positive thought, you feel the positive energy and you behave that way. So if you're in the space where you're building your website and something goes wrong, you're not thinking, how do I solve this problem? Who can I connect? Who can I talk to? And when you're sending them that message, you're sending them that message from that place of your heart that you're really looking for help. Can they help you? But if you're sending a message from the part where it's negative, you're basically going as a command. can somebody help me here? You know, the tone will be different. These things are little things that will help you. I don't know how to put it. That will make you understand why people fail and why people succeed. So if you're gonna go all in, just make sure that you're going from the positive side of your heart, because that will give you that momentum to get cross any obstacle that will be on the way. Mine is different. I got suspended from Google for like 6 months. I didn't even feel it. It's now that I'm looking at, how did I even get through this challenge? I just realized it was my mindset. It was totally different. So it's I'm not saying that you're going to experience that, because it takes only 2 days to overcome something I experienced for 6 months. So it was my fault. Basically, because I didn't know, but I got through it, and immediately that I got through it, that's when things started changing. That's when the business started growing. So, but a lot of people will quit on that. But I'm not saying that's what. And the more you get closer, the more you keep going, there's more challenges. It's not like it's gonna end. It's not like you get to a place where there's no more trouble. If you're thinking that, forget that. There's always one ahead. Either you're coming out from one, or if you just finished one, or you're heading towards one. That's life. So it's important that you're in a stable state of mind to really, if you're going all in. So if I recommend you go all in and go with your why, that will get you past where mediocre people never get through. And that will attract. See, I was talking with a few people on over the weekend, and they were like, "But dude, you are the only guy here." I was the only like African guy in the room. I'm like, whoa, this is strange, because my brothers are all scared. I don't know what's scaring them. They just can't. I don't know what the problem is. It's not that there's any difference. It's not that they know more than you. It's just that they are willing to take more risk than you are. So I hope this video finds you in a place where to help you, to encourage you to understand that it is possible. You can do more. You can be more than what any other person, whatever your past is, does not have to dictate what the future is for you. I hope this video helps you and inspires you. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Then I'll normally put the links to the books that I'm reading in the description. Then if you like, you subscribe and you give me a thumbs up, mate, so I can be putting out some of this content. I'm actually thinking I have so much to give out to help people that are really starting out to know what to experience, and so when they're experiencing them, they know they're on the right path. So there's nothing for them to panic or feel worry about. So let me put it this: I'm here for you. Just know if you have any issues, just reach out. I'll be happy to support. All right, take care, mate. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.